Well, I often like to look at INEC from the point of the role that it plays in the electoral process. It simply conducts elections. It doesn't go beyond that. Come out, conduct election. And what does that mean? What it means is that it has to look at the laws. It has to look at its own guidelines. It has to look at, so most of the time, and I always say that maybe 90% of the time, we look at INEC when anytime there's a conversation about election, but the interplay of other stakeholder activities contributes so much to whether you have a good outcome or not. I think that INEC is one of the most oversighted public institutions in Nigeria because of the role that it plays. When the Justice Rules Committee recommendation came out, INEC has implemented the one that has to do with them, about 69 of those recommendations. INEC have implemented it, meaning that it's willing to, always make the changes that are necessary internally. The same INEC has been one Nigerian public institution that is not territorial in guiding its own staff and condoning their wrongdoing. Many of their staffs have been interdicted, many are in court prosecuted for wrongdoing. What we find in other public institutions is to shield them, but many have been interdicted, many have been sacked, whether from 2019 in fact, there are two professors in Akwa Ibom State one of them had to go to jail, the appeal court eventually. Then by the time we come to 2023, as we speak now, Sokoto, the resident electorate in Sokoto is not on seats as a result of, wrongdoing during the 2023. The Adamawa, Abia, they are all, so in terms of its ability to look inwards, I am excited about that. But I think that they need to also do much more in terms of internal governance mechanisms. If you look at the off-cycle elections, the graph has been, it's been up and down. We went to Edo. It wasn't superlative, not essentially because of what they did or didn't do, but in Edo, it was a near excellent performance in terms of what INEC should do. Logistics was on time, result management was on time, and the other challenges that you have are not necessarily INEC's issues. But we don't need that topsy-turvy kind of situation. We need to have a situation in which the graph is as clear, in terms of what INEC does, But for me, it's the ability, and that's why I think that as partners with INEC, that ability to always engage, and find ways to get things better is something that resonates with me, quite often.
Back to